So the new Time Walking world, two main changes they did. Lower gear players are now slightly more damage resistant. So you will take less damage if you're lower geared. Incoming damage should be more noticeable if you are geared. So if you are geared, you take more damage. So what we tested now was to see, okay, how does it differ between if you're geared and non-geared? The baseline of geared, we use the heirloom. So level 10 is 15, level 20 is 68, and so on. Level 80 is 554. We tested a level 11, the Twink Warrior, level 11. This Twink Warrior, before, you had to get some gear on it when you use your Twink Warrior. You had to farm this level 60 gear on it, and then make it in a Twink with the enchant, with the lifesteal, of course. Well, now, you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that at all. You will still kick ass. We ran around naked, like this, in a dungeon. Cleared everything. We barely took any damage. Was barely any difference between a geared and non-geared. I'm trying to find a way to break the game, basically. So right now, I'm soloing Timewalking Dungeon, naked. Easiest solo of my life. We tried also on an 80. We tried naked. We tried non-naked. You took much less damage as naked. I should get fucking one-shotted. I didn't get one at all. This is, I only had shield and one hand. Could easily do it. Okay. And then they also fixed an issue where if you had borrowed power on and enchants, gems, trinkets, tier gear, like everything give you borrowed power, did not work as it should in Timewalking Dungeons. So they have fixed that. So when we tested that, we noticed that same eye level characters, two characters, exact same eye level, the one with power on did highly significantly more damage than the one with no power on, which is how it should be, right? So apparently that was a problem before, but they have fixed it. When I did a character that had power versus the character that didn't have power, the character with power did so much more damage. So much more damage. Huge distance. During a 45-second window of a boss, the one with power took 10% more health of the boss than the one with no power. The one we tested before. Okay, so now we put all this together and see what should we do? What is the meta now? Well, the meta is following. Number one, once you know the baseline of the level you want to play, level 70 Twink is the best Twink. And that we have talked about before. Before it was best because you could get like 100 eye level higher than the baseline. That's why it was so good, a level 70 Twink. So now we have to rethink, because what you want now is to be able to do a Timewalking Dungeon and at the same time kick ass, right? So you have to balance between the gear eye level and the power you have, right? If you go below the baseline, it's very easy to go below the baseline and still have really good gear. So if you take this one, below baseline is 554 on 80. On this guy, he's 490. What I did was I took off all the stuff that doesn't have borrowed power. So all my other gear, this is tier set, these are gems, tier set, bring power, ring power, trinkets, shield with power, and also of course you have a weapon there as well. Like all the stuff that had power on it, I have on this guy. But I'm like 200 eye levels, almost 200, 150 eye levels below than what I should be. But now when I'm doing the dungeons, I'm gonna go on this guy. A level 80, solo the whole thing. The main problem before why we needed Twinks was because we could do good damage and also survive, right? But now we found a way where we can choose more or less what level you want a character to be. And just that you're below the baseline, you will survive. So below the baseline, then the main thing will be that gear you have now when you're below baseline, that's where you're gonna put all your power you have. You're gonna go all in on the power. No way it's gonna stay like this. I mean, we don't know. We have said many times, no way. Okay, let me try this overtuned boss again, see if we can kill him. Yeah, this boss was overtuned as fuck. I couldn't kill him with my Twink, but now I should take much less damage. Let's see if it works now. Man, on my Twink, my health was ping-ponging. During the entire fight until he came to like 50% something, I was ping-ponging like down to 30, up to 50. It was like fucking yo-yo. And then I died when he had around like 50% health. Look now, I haven't healed myself once. Oh, I stood in that pool. Man, on my other character, I died. Yeah, we did it several times, this boss, on my Twink. And I got fucking one-shotted from that pool. Yeah, good luck doing this on the Twink. It was like so long time ago.